Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Recently I was looking back over some unused footage of a trip that me and Junior took back last winter. The aim was to go to the North Yorkshire Moors and start building up another bushcraft shelter, but unfortunately the following few weeks after, the road was completely impassable due to heavy snow and icy conditions. I felt like the scenery in this footage was still beautiful, and to throw it in the bin just didn't seem right. So I've decided to use it here as a rough draft for anyone that's interested in behind the scenes footage. Keep your ears peeled as well, for halfway through this video we hear kind of a weird scream. Remember guys, the YouTube algorithm does love comments, so please comment below with an alien emoji, leave me a comment, a question, or even just a message about the video. Thanks for watching. Look at the size of that print. This is me, I'm an 8. Look at the size of that. That's humongous. Okay, so on our way down to where we're heading, just looked back and realised there's a salt bin here. And Junior's just come up with the idea. Obviously it makes sense that if there is salt in here or grit, we should maybe just lay some on the road for when we get back, because that is a bit of an incline.
People.
Yeah. Well, no, let's be honest, it's not for people, it's for us.
Yeah.
I'm joking. All right. Yeah.
Salt bins get regularly filled then.
Well, that's that plan then. That's gone.
The thing is, the thought was there.
That's all that matters. The thought was there.
Yeah.
And if we die today, right, in a survival situation, nobody can say that we didn't try.
We tried.
Junior just said, go steady mate, it's real slippy. So I stepped onto my ice and literally almost instantly went over. Junior's like, I just told you it was slippy.
Then you said, I didn't think it was that slippy. Well, then it was just like, well, how slippy is slippy?
Yeah, like there's no degree to slippy. It's not like you say, go careful, it's slippy. Like, you know what I mean? You can't tune it down like, oh, let's just have 20% slippy today. You know what I mean? Ice is ice, you slip on it. That's why I said, go careful. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. Yeah, let's check this grit bin. It's not looking pretty. It's not looking promising.
Do we need to check it?
Nah. Oh no, there is a bit. There's a tiny little bit. I reckon we could get some out of that if we need to.
What isn't snow?
Yeah. Let's just shovel snow onto some more snow. Makes sense. So as you can see guys, it's an absolutely wonderful winter's wonderland.
It really is.
It's the first time I've seen the moors like this actually. I know it does get a lot of snow. There's warnings on the drive up saying be cautious about driving up here in bad weather. So, and there's snow poles in the ground to measure the depth of the snowfall. But I've never actually been here when it's happened, so to be here right now walking amongst this snow, it does really look like a scene from Narnia.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make our way across there.
Mate, until you see that saturated pool there.
Yeah, it is really boggy. Just try and step on the I don't know what to suggest. Nah, that's sinking. Up. Yeah. So this just happened. Fully fell in the beck.
And he did the manly thing. And caught some footage first. For your viewing tonight.
Oh my god. Ooh. That's not good in sub-zero temperatures. Straight down my boot, straight down my socks. I've kept them dry all day.
All day.
Oh
Good
boy.
for you, though.
At least we know that that sinks when you stand in it. Whenever you're moving through these areas that have a history of truly bizarre reports coming from them, you can't help but feel excited and ultimately like you're exploring somewhere for the very first time. Because at any point, something could happen for the very first time. After all, those who ever experienced strange phenomena here never set out that day with this in mind.
Do you reckon we can get across this bit? You maybe not be able to with your bag on, do you think?
I don't know. Actually, I'm just going to get my rifle out in a minute.
Okay, I'm just going to jump across and then...
Go for it.
Yeah. So far, so good. Oh, that bit's good, June.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. Did you see which bit I stood on?
Oh, sweet.
Just don't get your bag snagged as you step across.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's, to be honest, I think it widens up down there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks that way. It's just the branches above your head that your bag might get snagged on and kind of hold you back. So if you commit, fully commit.
Fully lean forward.
Just send it.
Full send it.
Yeah.
Right, looks like we're full sending it.
Just dive across.
Oh, mate.
You're already getting caught on them.
Eh?
You're already getting caught on them.
Oh, coffee break.
I've long been the guy to stand out and say that maybe there is a connection between the cryptid and extraterrestrial phenomena. Now, I'm not the only guy by a long shot to say this, and in other parts of the world I do believe that a large bipedal creature could remain hidden. But here in the UK, reports of such a creature have to be extraterrestrial in my mind. If it is extraterrestrial, then there are no limitations. These creatures can simply come and go whenever they choose. In part, I guess that's what makes this phenomena so interesting. There really are no wrong or right answers.
Okay, so I've just stopped off, guys, to get the drone up in the air to capture some footage of this behind me, because as we came through this woodland off to my right here, opened out into this big open spacious area, and it's like something straight out of a painting. I was just saying to Junior, it's so picturesque. And like I say, the thing I love about this area is because everywhere you look, you could actually imagine somebody seeing some kind of a cryptid or a weird creature of some sort, or a forgotten man, or whatever you want to call this thing that people keep seeing. This is the terrain or the environment that I can fully picture something like that walking around in or going undetected. It's a very mysterious, enchanting looking landscape, and I'm just really happy that I can share it with you guys as we walk through it. It's absolutely beautiful. I was just me and Junior just stopped to look at some deer tracks, or it was hard to tell actually, because there'd obviously been snowfall after the tracks were laid, maybe, or a little bit, and so we couldn't work out if it was deer track or some kind of a hare, rabbit. But yeah, Junior, have you heard about people report wildman tracks or Bigfoot tracks in the snow that just disappear. Like people will be following them and then all of a sudden there's nothing.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I hadn't heard of that.
Yeah, it's strange. It's kind of like, there was one story, I think it's on my channel actually, some guy wrote into me.
Yeah.
He was saying that he was out in the snow and his dog started picking up these rabbit trails and he was following these rabbit trails, and alongside him were these tracks, like really human looking tracks, barefoot tracks, in the height of winter in Canada. Made no sense at all for anybody to be walking barefoot. But then the strange thing is that these rabbit tracks led up to this tree. There was no holes or crevices in this tree or anything. And then they disappeared along with the Bigfoot, like the wild man tracks or whatever. It's almost as if it had grabbed the rabbit off the ground and then jumped up into the tree. You know what I mean? Strange, but or just kind of slipped back into some other dimension or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, I hear about that quite a lot. It fascinates me. I won't linger on it.
Hey?
I won't linger on it. I'd just go. Are you gonna be able to throw that across? 1 minute. I'm not ready. This is gonna be super heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. Get ready.
I'm trying.
Yeah, that was
That was a good throw.
Right.
Oh, he's done it. He's nailed it. Nailed him.
You know, if I'd have had my back on, right, it'd been that point where I'd gone to go up and gone nowhere, and just go boom.
Yeah, it'd be like them cartoons where they jump off a cliff and then they start running in mid-air without getting anywhere and then just fall. Yeah, it definitely would have been a good idea jumping with your bag on. Is it coffee time?
Ah! Wreck out the coffees! Yeah, I think it is. Bit of energy.
So Junior, what do you make of tree structures like these things here? A lot of people say that some kind of a wild man or some kind of a cryptid could use these for maybe navigational purposes, as marking territory. Maybe not so much here, but like in the US or Canada, these open vast areas.
I think some of them can be explained, a lot of them can be explained, but some of them are a bit...
Yeah, I agree. Like I've always said on this channel is that I document these for people because I know there's a massive interest in these tree structures, but for me personally, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion, here in the UK especially, I don't think that they hold weight. In the US and Canada, a place like that where it's a massive area, I can imagine that some creature maybe would mark territory in this way or something like that, but who knows? I mean, there is a lot of people here in the UK that do believe in this wild man, this cryptid that keeps being seen, and they believe that things like this do hold some weight with the wild man phenomena, so who knows. I like to document it anyway, even though I don't necessarily believe it so much. I know that a lot of people here do, so it's always nice for me to share these findings. Strange though, some of these bends are really strange. I've come across a few that there's really no reason for that tree to be bending. Do you know what I mean? I can, for this one really, my explanation for this one would be that at the end, I'm not sure if you can see that, I'll try and zoom in. There is, it's top heavy, because that's where all the branches are, so that's the only thing I can think of with that. But again, would those branches, I mean there's only maybe 4 or 5 branches there, would they be enough to make this tree bend in that way?
In all honesty, I think it depends how long it's been there, because as it's rotting and eating away, the weight at that end might pull it down. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fascinating. Like I said, I have stood next to some trees before where it's been a strong adult tree and it's got this really weird bend in there that you really can't think of any reason why it should do that, but yeah, it's weird.
Okay guys, so on this bit here, as you can see, I'm positioning the camera for some B-roll as me and Junior both walk past into the scene. But on my way back to collect the camera, we both heard what sounded like a very loud scream. Now obviously the camera recorded the audio at a much lower sound than we heard it, but it's still clearly in the recording. Take a listen and let me know what you guys think. Like I said, comment below, alien emoji, leave a comment.
was that? It sounded like a scream. I hope the camera picked that up. I hope the camera picked that up. Did you hear it?
I did hear it, but not very well because I had my hood up.
Sounded like some guy screaming.
Yeah, it did sound like a guy screaming.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Yeah. What was that? Yeah. What was that? So that was a bit weird. Like, as I was filming the B-roll there, me and Junior heard this really weird scream. Like, it sounded like a man just screaming here in the middle of the North Yorkshire Moors. And it was while filming the B-roll. So normally you guys wouldn't have seen that end bit. I would normally cut that out for that cinematic look, but I thought I'd keep it in because that's when we heard it as I was walking back to the camera. And I said to Junior, what the hell, did you hear that? But Junior had his hood up, so he did hear it, but I heard the full... Yeah, he couldn't make out what it was, but he definitely heard something, and I heard the full-on scream. Now, I'm hoping the audio picked that up on the camera, but like I said, you guys wouldn't have normally got to see the end bit where I walked back to the camera to retrieve it. I'd normally cut that bit out, but I've decided to leave it in for that reason, that we heard this really weird scream, and that was it, just the one scream, nothing else after that, but didn't make much sense. Thought I'd document that, and hopefully, like I said, the audio did pick it up.
You said past me.
So Junior thinks that this beck is past the waist deep. I'm thinking that it's just above the knee deep, so he's going to try this now. There shall only be one winner. That's just like knee, that's above knee deep.
Yeah, that's knee deep.
Victory! Was it just past knee?
Alright.
Just for the camera, please admit your loss.
What?
Sorry, what? Didn't know there was a competition on?
I was just seeing how my monopod works.
Do you know what you should have done, which would be real funny? So, is that telescopic?
Yeah.
You should have kept on pushing it down, like, do you know, folding the telescopic rod down, so it looks like it's getting deeper and deeper and deeper.
Should we do that?
No, it's cool.
Why do you want to catch you got the win?
Yeah. Okay guys, just a quick update. Me and Junior are still moving towards the camp that I found on my last video, and hope you can all appreciate it's quite hard going, so we are just taking our time. We stopped a minute ago for a quick coffee break and just to appreciate some of the surrounding scenery, but we're on track now, and just up this way behind me is the spot that I found on the last video for you guys. So we're going to start building up the camp there hopefully, and yeah, I think the time now is about 11:30, 12 o'clock or something like that. We've got plenty of time for building, and it should be a great day. So I'm going to sit down with you guys and chat to you a bit about the wild man here in the UK, and some of the sightings, some of the phenomena that goes on here on the North Yorkshire Moors. So hopefully you're enjoying it so far. It's been a pleasure to bring you along with me as always, and yeah, sit back guys and still carry on enjoying this video. It's been a pleasure. When the hunter becomes the hunted. It's been a while since you've been out as well. Stop swearing. There's a hell of a root ball. Okay, so we've put in the work today. We've grafted, and it's been a good laugh. It's been a great day, lots of nice scenery. It's just been a pleasure again to be out doing this kind of thing, because once this is built, this is where I'll be spending a lot of my time talking to you guys about the 401 files, topics that we talk about. And I just think these kind of setups really set the scene, given the subjects that we talk about. And as you can see, the shell of this base is already in place. This side's going to be built up. The roof's going to be built up, and that back wall there is going to be built up, leaving this big open front with a fire pit down here. And it's going to be a great home away from home, really.
Sadly guys, like I mentioned at the start of this video, the shelter was never completed due to bad weather, and that's why you guys never saw this footage until now. Thankfully though, I have started building at a second location, and things are really starting to take shape there, so please do stay tuned for the progress on the new shelter build.
Have we though? Have we got plenty of salt? It's breathtaking, man, breathtaking. So quiet, isn't it?